In this video, we will learn how to use one of the most important instruments in electronics, the multimeter. Now, the multimeter is a measuring instrument which is used to measure several electrical properties such as voltage, current, resistance, and more. Now, in this video, we will learn how to use a multimeter first as a voltmeter to measure voltage, as an ammeter to measure current, and as an ohmmeter to measure resistance. Now, first of all, we need to set up the multimeter. And now in setting up the multimeter, there are two procedures involved. There are two steps you need to take. The first step here is selecting the right setting. The dial in the center of the multimeter is used to select the settings. You can choose to measure voltage, current, or resistance by turning this dial to the correct position. Now the next thing to do, connect the probes correctly. Always connect the black probe to the negative terminal or the COM port and the red probe to the positive terminal to either the voltage, to measure voltage, current in milliamps, or current of higher values like 10 amperes, maximum of 10 amperes. Now, first of all, here is a simple setup of the circuit. We want to measure the voltage across this resistor when it is in the circuit. Right now we're currently measuring the EMF of the circuit, which is 5 volts. The breadboard regulator supplies 5 volts. Now when the LED is connected to the circuit, as you can see, the LED is on. Now let us measure the voltage across the LED. First of all, the negative probe or the COM always goes to the negative terminal and the positive to the positive. Now we can see our multimeter is reading 2.4 volts. And why is that so? Because there is a voltage drop due to the flow of current in the circuit. Now here's how you measure voltage. The multimeter is connected in parallel to the circuit. Now how to measure current? First of all, we have to break the circuit because measuring current, the multimeter is to be connected in series with the circuit, which means it has to be in the circuit. Now you need to choose the appropriate current setting, if it is AC or DC, and the range on the multimeter based on the expected current value to avoid damaging the multimeter. Now next, you connect the black probe to the negative terminal or the COM port and the red probe to the positive with the symbol milliamp or 10 amperes max. Then connect the multimeter to the circuit in series and the reading will appear on the display. Now we want to measure the current flowing through the circuit. First of all, we need to break the circuit by removing our LED. Now connecting the negative probe of the multimeter to the negative terminal and the positive. Now we're connecting it in series. So instead of connecting the positive probe to the positive terminal, we're going to connect it to the negative terminal of the LED and the positive terminal of the LED then goes to the circuit. Now as you can see on the multimeter display, we're measuring 1.2 milliamps of current. Now in measuring the resistance of a resistor, this is a very simple matter. First of all, you need to choose the appropriate resistance setting and the range. Now connect the multimeter directly to the resistor and the reading will appear on the multimeter display.
Now to measure the resistance of a resistor, all you have to do is just turn your dial to the appropriate range. Now this resistor here is a 2 kilo ohm resistor, so we should set the dial to about 20 kilo ohm resistor, so it should be able to measure from 2 kilo ohm and above. And due to the tolerance value, the resistor is not strictly 2 kilo ohm. It might be above 2 kilo ohm, it might be below 2 kilo ohm. So 20 kilo ohm is the right range to set the multimeter. Now first we connect the negative probe to one side of the resistor and the positive to the other side. As you can see on our multimeter display, we have 1.97 kilo ohm. That's about 2 kilo ohm.
And that's how you use a multimeter to measure voltage, current, and resistance. So please, if you find this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe and maybe share. Thank you for watching.